Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to another episode of Motivational Muslim with myself, Shabbir Hassan. So, a question that gets asked a lot of the times is, okay, I have goals, I have dreams, I have ambitions, but is there a need for me to speak about it? Whether that's with my peers or my family or my relatives or my friends, my colleagues, right? Do I need to share these ambitions and these goals and these dreams with them? Okay, so I'm going to give you my personal view of this, right? You may or may not disagree. You don't have to take it, but I'm talking here from my personal experience, and I'm also talking from, on the back of advice that I've received from my own teachers and people that I look up to, okay? So what I would say personally is that there is no need whatsoever, right, to tell people about your dreams and your goals and your ambitions. Why? Okay, number one is that, maybe had you achieved something, right, had you reached your goal and had you intended only then to flaunt your successes, which, by the way, I'd still discourage because that could lead to arrogance, right? You don't want to flaunt your success. But yeah, let's just say you wanted to speak to someone about having achieved something, right? Then yeah, I could understand. But if you haven't even achieved something yet, then how on earth and why on earth, in other words, would you want to tell people about it? Okay, that's number one. So it's a very, very simple question that I'm posing to you. Number two is this, okay? And this is the reality, okay? And this is something that has been spoken about in the Qur'an, and the Prophet ﷺ has said that the evil eye is real, okay? And again, you might argue, and you might just say, but you just said that I haven't achieved anything. So how, if I tell people about my dreams and my goals and my ambitions, how is it that they could be jealous or give me evil eye if I haven't even achieved it yet? Look, let me take you to a passage in the Qur'an from one of my personal favorite surahs in the Qur'an, that's Surah Yusuf. Okay, if we look at this story, look right towards the beginning of the surah. Yusuf alayhi salam, he has a dream. In that dream, he sees, we know the story, the 11 stars, the sun and the moon, all prostrating to him. And his father, Ya'qub alayhi salam, who was a prophet, okay, he knew that this was actually something good, that there would be a good outcome. This is something positive. He knew this, so immediately he said to Yusuf alayhi salam, he said, لا تقصص رؤياك على إخوتك, that do not relay this dream to your brothers. Okay, they're his brothers, his blood. But still, he clarified and he says, فَيَكِيدُ لَكَ كَيْدًا, just in case they start plotting against you. Why? إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ لِلْإِنسَانِ عَدُوٌّ مُبِينٌ, because surely the shaitan, the devil, he is a clear and open enemy unto mankind and just in general to people, okay? So we're not saying that his brothers were bad, but shaitan is, and that's the reality, right? So we're not saying that your friends or whoever you're telling that they're bad people and that, they're just going to naturally harbor some ill feelings towards you and naturally they're going to feel jealous. That's not what we're saying. What I'm trying to say is that, jealousy can kick in with anyone, and shaitan can plan and plot with anyone and affect people. And look, if you're telling people that this is what I want to achieve, okay, it may be that they also wanted something similar. It may be that, they wanted to do something, but they just can't for their own reasons, and they might just that thought might creep in that, I wish I could do it, something, okay? Just to avoid that. And please, I'm not saying that the people that are against you or your close ones are against you, and I'm trying to, plant that thought into your minds. No, I'm just saying that there is a possibility that it could happen. We know that evil eye is real. We know that people can get jealous, okay, and especially, we're not talking about close ones anymore, especially if you're going on social media and you are telling everyone about your goals and this is what I want to achieve and, this is what I'm working on right now and these are my plans, okay? If you're constantly doing that, then yes, of course, anyone can see that, anyone can access that information on social media, anyone can feel some bit of jealousy or show something towards you, right? So keep that in mind, that's one thing. But I guess the most important reason is that psychologically it has an effect on you, okay? And I'm no expert, but I'm telling you what the experts have said, okay? If you talk to someone else about your dreams and your ambitions, okay, and your goals, right, just the fact that you've now spoken to them and you've told them that thing and you've said, okay, this is what I want to achieve, right? Psychologically, that has a negative impact on you. Why? Because it almost makes you feel like you've achieved it when you've spoken about it. And I'm telling you, like from personal experience, it's happened where I've said, okay, you know what? I've clearly outlined my plan. I said, this is what I'm going to do. And because I've clearly outlined the plan and I've spoken to someone else about it and they've given me their approval and they've said, wow, this is really good, right? It just made me feel like I was already halfway there. When in reality, I hadn't done anything. I had done nothing. I put no work in. It was just a thought, right? It was just a plan that I had, but there was no work and no execution behind it. Okay, let me just give you a basic example, right? Person A goes to person B and tells them that, you know what, I am signing up for the gym, I've looked into this particular gym, and I am most definitely going to join. And person B, their friend, whoever it is, says to them, well done, amazing, that's awesome news, you're really going to achieve what you want to achieve. I wish I could do it, but I'm too lazy, etc. Now, just that person A, hearing that feedback and hearing some sort of praise, right, is going to think, yeah, you know what, that's awesome, this person really thinks good of me now, and it almost makes him feel, or makes her feel, like she has already achieved it, when she hasn't even, or he hasn't even, signed up yet, hasn't even made that initial inquiry, has done nothing, hasn't even been there for one day. Okay, that's just one example of the gym. I'm talking about in a more generic sense, right, with goals and ambitions and just life in general, okay? So you can sit there all day long and say, right, I am going to revise tomorrow, I'm going to study this, or I'm going to do this. But if you haven't done it yet, then what is the point, okay? So I'm talking from personal experience, right? And I'm sure many of you watching can relate. I'm sure many of you would say the same thing, that it makes you feel like you've done it and you've achieved it, when in reality you've done nothing, okay? So keep this in mind going forward, that there is no need for you, okay? Unless you're getting advice. Yeah, I understand. You've gone to a teacher, you've gone to a guide, you've gone to one of your family members, and you're just asking, you're just genuinely asking for advice. That this is what I want to do, this is what I've planned. What do you think about this? Okay, fair enough. But if you're just advertising it, right, and you're telling everyone this is what I'm going to do and these are my goals, then this is wrong, because it's going to make you feel like you've achieved it when you really haven't, right? My main message is that forget the talking, forget telling people about it. Please, just go out and do it. Because, okay, it's almost 1 month into 2018. We spoke about this at the beginning of the month, how people were saying, I'm going to do this, X, Y, Z. And I'm pretty sure, though I hope I'm wrong, but I'm fairly confident that a lot of the people, okay, I can't put numbers to it, but I'm pretty sure that a large number of people have already given in and they've stopped, and any resolutions they had have been broken and they've just become lazy, and it's just the same as 2017, 2016 and all the years before it. I don't want anyone, including myself, to be like that. I genuinely want us to stop talking and to go out there and show people, the work, put the actual effort in, and inshaAllah achieve something. InshaAllah we can all achieve something, but I just really want everyone to just work for it and achieve it and really, gain and actually deserve the fruits of what their work is and exactly what they do. I know I'm just waffling. I don't even know why I said that in that last sentence, okay? And I don't even like editing these kind of videos, because I genuinely just want to speak to you from my heart and just tell you what's on my mind. And, hopefully you're all benefiting, inshallah. Please do leave some feedback for these videos. But inshallah, I hope you've all benefited. Keep all of these things in mind, right? The fact that it makes you feel like you've already achieved it when you haven't, the fact that jealousy and evil eye is real, the fact that there is just no benefit in doing so anyway unless you're asking someone for advice. Keeping all of this in mind, I want you all to go out there, inshallah, and work really hard and work on those goals and achieve it, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the tawfiq. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you all soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.